playing with power. Boy, look at that fly.
What's going on, people? It's the Xbox
Spot on shot.
448, a part of the official WeGameHere.com. And before I get this video started, I want to issue kind of like a challenge out to people. I've been playing Power Star Golf. I've actually been playing this game for a while. You can get the first course for free, and that's mainly the course I play on because it's the most, I guess you could say, realistic. I'm into golf games like this. This is a pretty good game. You just got to learn your power and stuff like that when it comes to putting. You'll see what I'm talking about if you play it, or you'll know what I'm talking about if you have played it. But I set some scores on the front 9, back 9, all 18 holes, all three, whether it's the amateur, pro, or all three different tee offs and pin placements and stuff. And I want to see how many people can actually beat my scores. So go ahead, add me on Xbox Live, and you can see my gamer tag is pretty much all over the place. Right here, it's in the top left-hand corner. So feel free to add me on Xbox Live and download that free golf course, and I want to see how many people can beat my scores. But as far as for today's video, this weekend has been crazy. And the reason why it's been crazy, the reason why I feel it's been crazy, is because Microsoft is ready to unleash their holiday lineup, and it seems like there has been a lot of defense force type things going on. First off, the Forza 6 demo came out, and I've seen a lot of people trying to downplay it because they say visually it's inferior to Drive Club, which means it is in fact an inferior game to Drive Club. That is absolutely ludicrous. If you think that way, I don't know what to tell you. There might not be any help for you. When you look at Forza 6, first of all, it's a racing simulation, okay? And with simulation, they give you the options of a good simulation racer. They give you the option to customize your car, both visually and mechanically. You can do engine swaps, you can add turbos, you can change, go from rear-wheel drive to all-wheel drive, stuff like that. And it is a full, for people who love cars, this is a full game, a full racing game for you. Now, I have watched the arcade title, the Need for Speed, the new one that's coming out, and that looks really interesting. I'm actually kind of excited for that because it feels like Need for Speed is back. They brought back customization and stuff like that instead of preset vinyls. Now with Drive Club, that's what you get for the visual customization. You get preset vinyls and stuff like that. I'm not a big fan of that stuff. I want my cars to look like my own because I love cars. Not only that, it came out that Tomb Raider is not going to have multiplayer. And again, the Defense Force came out swinging. Now, if people remember the first installment of kind of like the reboot of Tomb Raider, the multiplayer actually held down the scores because the multiplayer felt tacked on. So when they made this next Tomb Raider, they heard fan feedback and they decided to put everything into the single player experience. I see nothing wrong with this. All right, now for some reason or another, there are people saying, oh, now that it has no multiplayer, are you guys going to buy it? Oh, well, you were talking about the Order and no multiplayer and stuff like that. Well, the Order, which is a PS4 exclusive, the Order 1886, was a story around a team of people. And when you think about a team of people, it would make sense to have a co-op to which you were able to bring your friends in and they can choose which person on the team that they were going to play with. Now with the Order, it's a different instance because you have a team of characters. Alright, Tomb Raider, Lara Croft. It's not even comparable, guys. Not only that, it came out, there's a rumor that No Man's Sky could possibly be $60 to $70 when it releases on PS4. I've been watching this because it also, they've been hinting that it will also come to X1 in the future as well. Now, this is an indie game, okay? It's made by an indie developer, pretty much unproven, and they're going to charge $60. Well, the rumor is they're going to charge $60 for this game. We can't have this. Now, I know about business and advertising, okay? And in business, when you're in the same, category of business like other indie developers, they will watch this closely, all right? And if this game sells well, what is to stop, I don't know, maybe the maker of the Deer God, if the Deer God's $15 now, what's to stop them from, when they come out with another title, raising it to $30? I think if No Man's Sky as an indie game will sell at $60, I think it'll set a benchmark and eventually raise the prices of all indie games. I have an issue with this because there are a few indie games that are good and deserve the money and stuff like that, but then the majority just seems to have something lacking in the game, whether it's a cohesive story, whether it's some type of gameplay. There's always something missing, in most indie games that make it feel less of a game. That's the way I feel about it. But I do know that this has the definite possibility of setting a benchmark and eventually, I'm not saying right off the bat, but eventually raising the prices of all indie games. Now, can you imagine if Scream Ride, instead of $30, they went for $60? That would be ludicrous. I would not even fathom buying that game for $60. But as usual, I want to know what you guys think about this. It's some news that was dropping over the weekend. Now, with the whole multiplayer thing, it also came out that Horizon Zero Dawn, the PS4 exclusive, also will not have multiplayer. I think it's good to have in your library single-player experiences and multiplayer experiences. That's just my opinion. As usual, hit up that comment section. I want to know what you guys think about this information. I know it's been a lot. I mean, it's pretty much 8 minutes of me talking. But any type of feedback, is greatly appreciated. I want to hear your thoughts, your opinions. As usual, if you like this video, definitely hit that thumbs up for me. And as always, subscribe. But as for now, this is the Xbot 448. And I am definitely signing off.
White and nerdy, just too white and nerdy. Think I'm just too white and nerdy. Can't you see I'm white and nerdy? Look at me, I'm white and nerdy.